guys, how's it going? So, unfortunately, I'm still waiting on a couple packages in order to film my haul, so in the meantime, one of my Snapchat friends had suggested that I do a VIB sale recommendations video, so I thought that I would get that out there for you guys since the sale is coming up here in the next week or so. So let's go ahead and get into it. I definitely have a lot of products here, and by no means am I saying you need to purchase all of these things. However, I hope that these products can actually give you guys some ideas for what I would purchase if I had to purchase them over again. You know what I mean? Like if I didn't have them, I would definitely be purchasing these products. And these are also products that I would be purchasing again and again and again. A lot of these are repeat purchases, or once I run out, I will definitely replenish it once it's gone. So let's go ahead and get into it. First things first, I'll start with foundations because that's always my favorite thing to shop for. I love shopping for foundations. How rude. Excuse me for 1 minute. So the first foundation that I have here for you is for my oily skin girls and for people who want a really full coverage foundation. Oily skin girls or guys, whatever. So this is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Full Cover Foundation Concentrate, I believe that's what it's called. I am in the color 28 Bisque Taupe. This is like a perfect match for me right now when I'm a little bit more pale. In the summertime, I tend to go up a couple shades, but the great thing about this one is that you need the smallest amount. Like, you take off this lid, you twist this off, and then I just kind of dab this onto my face. If that grosses you out, then you can put it on a pan or something like that. But you really need one dot for your entire face. It blends out very, very easily. A little bit goes a long way. So it's very easy to get heavy-handed with this and make your face look like a hot mess. But if used correctly, this just looks beautiful on the skin. It lasts all day. It helps control my oil on my face. And it just kind of dries down to like a powder finish, but still looking natural. I don't know how they do it, but it looks really good. So I would totally recommend this if you're looking for a full coverage foundation and you have more oily skin. If you have dry skin, you will probably absolutely hate this because it does accentuate dry patches very, very easily. So the next foundation that I have is the Smashbox Studio Skin 15-Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation. Now, it is hydrating, but it's not so hydrating that it makes your skin look greasy or oily or overly dewy, if you will. It has a very like natural finish to it, but it really does last all day. Like it says 15-hour wear, and this is one of the few foundations that I actually think will last from the moment that you put it on until late at night. It is really, really good. I kind of went through a phase where I would just use this every single day and I loved it. And I still do. It's just that this color is a little bit too dark for me right now. So I will be purchasing this during the VIB sale just so I can get a lighter shade. But this is absolutely amazing. It lasts forever. So I could say you could wear this if you're normal, combination, or oily skin. Love this. And another foundation that I've recently been enjoying is the Dior Nude Air Serum Foundation. I am in the shade 20, and this is obviously a serum foundation, so it's going to be very, very thin. It has a little dropper, and I just put some on a little palette and then use a brush to blend it into my face. But this just looks very natural on the face. It looks very skin-like, so it's not over the top. It is buildable, but I'd say buildable to like medium coverage. It's not going to give you full coverage at all, but again, it just looks very, very natural on the skin. It makes your skin look like skin, if you know what I mean. Not made up skin, but your skin, but better. It's been really good for me like in the winter, spring transition months where my skin has actually been kind of dry, like on the outer corners of my face. I'm still super oily in my T-zone, but this has kind of been like the best of both worlds for me because it's hydrating to the places that I need it to be, but it's not overly greasy on my T-zone. And it wouldn't be a VIB sale recommendations video or a Holy Grail video, whatever I'm going to call this, without including this product because I've been using this for years and I just really, really love it. This is the Guerlain Lingerie de Peau Foundation. This is probably my favorite foundation ever, and it's not one of those foundations that will last from 6 a.m. to midnight. It's not one of those foundations that's going to keep you completely matte or keep the shine away or anything like that. It just is one of those foundations where if you go on a date, if you're going to like a special event or anything like that, and you just really want your skin to look really, really nice and it doesn't have to last 12 plus hours, this is the foundation that I would suggest. It just, like, I have very large pores and it really just does smooth out your skin. It almost gives your face like a filter on it in real life. It is amazing. And I've purchased this over and over and over again, and I'm never disappointed when I leave it for a while and then come back to it. So it is a pricier foundation, which is why I would recommend it during the VIB sale, because you can get a little bit of a discount. If you haven't already, you can always get a sample of it from either Nordstrom or Sephora and then buy it, but I highly, highly recommend this foundation. I think that's it for foundations. I always recommend the Laura Mercier translucent powder to set areas, especially if you are more oily. It really does do a great job of controlling the oil and also really giving your skin like a softened effect. Again, like a filter. This is something that you wouldn't think that I would love, but I actually really do. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and it's very, very, gives the skin like a very dewy effect. But what I really like about it is, again, it kind of softens any fine lines and large pores on your face before you even put your foundation on. And it does give your face kind of like that lit from within glow even before you put that foundation on. So if I'm going to use a very, very matte foundation, for instance, like the Marc Jacobs foundation, I will definitely use this as a primer just because it kind of gives like a little bit of softness or dewiness to something that's going to be extremely matte. So I really like this, and I would even recommend it if you have oily skin. Love it. A more recent purchase, these two, the next two products, the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I love this. I think that it does a really good job of not like seeping into your fine lines under your eyes. I can put this on, blend it out with a beauty blender, and I don't have to worry about it creasing or anything like that. And I obviously always have to set it because that's just how my skin is, but I also like the ease of application with this. I really like MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, but I just wish that it came with a wand and a more convenient packaging like this one. So Urban Decay Naked Skin, it is pretty pricey, but I would recommend it. And then this one, this has been like my find of the year so far. This is the Giorgio Armani Liquid Summer. This is a bronzer. It's a liquid bronzer. It's not usually something that I would be drawn to because powders to me are just so much easier to work with. But if you buy this, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. If you're not used to working with liquid bronzers or liquid blushes or anything like that, it will take some getting used to. But once you get the hang of it, you're going to be like, yes, I am using this bronzer for the rest of my life. It looks so beautiful on the skin, and it just gives your skin like an awakened appearance. I talked about it in my, did I just spit in the camera again? Gosh, I'm such a slob. And I'm just obsessed. I talked about it a lot in my March favorites video, so you can check that out if you want some more information. It is a little bit different because if you get it from Nordstrom, it's going to be the color 100, which is where I got it from, so I'm in the color 100. If you get it from Sephora, their color system is different, and I believe it's 10 for Sephora, 100 for Nordstrom, so just throwing that out there. Okay, another couple face products that I have. This one, both of them are moisturizers. This one clearly I love. This is the Embryolisse Cream Concentrate. It's basically a moisturizer that you use in the daytime before you put your makeup on. And I love this. It is for all skin types, but I don't feel like it's overly greasy for my oily skin right here. But I really do like that it's very nourishing, but it gives a smooth effect on the face before you go in with your other products. Basically just a daytime moisturizer for me, but I absolutely love this stuff. I think it works great under makeup. Recently I got a sample of this, and I think I'm going to buy it during the VIB sale, so I thought that I would mention it to you guys. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin-Enriched Face Base, and I can't really smell too well right now, but if I remember correctly, it had kind of like a lemon scent. So if you're super sensitive to scents in skincare products, then you might not like this, but it is very, very moisturizing and nourishing to the skin. It just feels really good when you put it on. And just like the Embryolisse, it feels like it's a good base for your other face products. And again, I don't feel like it's overly greasy or anything like that if you have more oily or combination skin like I do. I just think it's a really good product that you can use as a daytime moisturizer before you go in with your makeup. So I am going to purchase this. I really wish I could smell it because I think it smells really good. I think it smells like lemon sugar cookies, but I am going to purchase this during the VIB sale, so just thought I'd throw that out there to ya. Definitely recommend the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer. A lot of people in the beginning didn't really like this. They said it was too orange for their skin. I don't think it's orange. I don't mind a warm bronzer. I mean, it is supposed to like warm up your complexion, so I don't mind that it's warm. It is more of a warm bronzer, but to me it's not orange. So I think this one's beautiful. I have Radiant Bronze. If you want something a little bit more light, then Luminous Bronze would be your best bet, but this just looks very natural on the skin and it blends very easily, and I love that it's marbled with their ambient lighting powder, so it just gives like a nice glow, lit from within glow to the face. So love these. Next from Hourglass is the Ambient Lighting Strobe Powders. These were so hyped in the beginning. I remember people were so angry because they were supposed to go on Sephora's site one date and then they didn't really release on Sephora's site until like a week later. People were so angry, like fire-breathing dragons over the release of this product. And a lot of products like that, when they're super hyped up, I start to like back down a little bit. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wait this out and see if it's really worth it. But I did purchase one of these anyways just to test the waters. And this is the only one I got. It's the Brilliant Strobe Light. And again, I showed this in my March favorites. And this is a great highlighter. See, it's very, very subtle. It's a great highlighter if you have more mature skin or if you have very enlarged pores or if you have a lot of texture right here, because it's not going to accentuate that texture on your face. It's just going to give you a very light glow like you would want in a highlighter. So I really, really like these. I think that the Brilliant one is the most like bang for your buck. I think it's the most like intense highlighter from Hourglass. So if you want something that's even more subtle, then I would suggest trying some of the other ones, but I really like Brilliant. Eyes. Okay. So Ardency and eyeliner. I've actually been really into lining my waterline and tight lining in the last few weeks, so I've been using this Ardency in Modster eyeliner in the color black, and I really like this. I find that this is one of the only eyeliners that doesn't run all over the place in my like tear duct or anything like that. And because you know when it does that, it just looks gross, like you have little like eye boogies. Ugh. So this is one of the only ones that doesn't do that. And so I'm pretty impressed with this. It's a very nice like matte black color, so you can see the intensity of it, and it lasts a really long time as well. Eyeshadows, I would recommend two, and that is the Busier Palette, which I don't know if you can tell, but I've used this a ton. I mean, anytime somebody asks what I have on my eyes, it's always this. So I would totally recommend a Busier Palette, especially because you can get it at a little bit of a discount. These are beautiful. I have the dark mattes as well, which I love this one. I just don't get as much use out of this one as I do the neutral. And then also, I'll be picking up a few more of the Makeup Forever eyeshadows. These are my favorite eyeshadows ever. Busier and Makeup Forever are hands down my favorite eyeshadow formulas on the face of the earth. I just think that these are the best. And there's tons of colors for the Makeup Forever ones too. They have great pigmentation. The mattes are amazing. So you can't go wrong with the Makeup Forever shadows. So here's a couple of them. This one is one of my favorites to wear on the lid, and then this one reminds me of matte ground brown. Is it brown ground? Ground brown, I think it was called. So this is just a great warmer, neutral between a warm and a neutral brown color to put like on the outer V of your eye. Alright, so moving on to lips, I have, okay, for eyes real quick, I would also really recommend the Dior Show, what is this called? Lash Plumping Serum. I've been using this ever since I stopped doing my eyelash extensions, and I really do think that this helps a lot. Kind of helped me through that transition of having amazing, beautiful lashes to just having like regular lashes. So this is definitely something that should be in your cart. Now onto lips. I have 3 lipsticks here that I would recommend and then 1 liquid lipstick. I really like the formulation of the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipsticks, and this one is in the color Caramello. It's just the perfect neutrally matte pinky nude color. It reminds me a lot of Pure Hollywood by Anastasia Beverly Hills, which would be another good one to have since they are sold at Sephora now. And then a few other ones. I really like Marc Jacobs Infamous, and I'm surprised that more people do not talk about this. It is what I have on my lips right now. It's a pinky rose color, which was, is so popular for a while. It's this one right here. And I really, really like the formulation of those. They last a really long time on the lips as well. This is a Audacious lipstick by NARS, and this is in the color Grace. I can see myself wearing this a lot in the summertime. It's just one of those like shocking pinky red colors, and that's that right there. So that's Grace. I love that color. I'm just very attracted to that type of color. And then Bite Beauty came out with new formulated lipsticks, and I was able to get 3 of them through a Voxbox. Is that what it's called? Something like that. That's bad. So one of them is right here. This is the color Pepper, and I believe Pepper was in their old formulation as well. These are amazing. I'm definitely going to pick up more colors of these. This one right here is Pepper, and it's just like a rosy nude color again with a little bit of brown, but not too brown. I'm really not a huge fan of like the brown lip trend, so I like Pepper, and it's just the right amount of brown. Another hair product that I would totally recommend is this curling iron right here. This is the T3. Oh, I just turned it on. Good Lord, that would have been bad. I would have just like burnt my hands. Thank you. Okay, this is the T3 curling iron. I believe it's 1.25 inch curling iron, and this is what I use to create waves like this in my hair. So if you're interested in a curling iron, during the sale would be a good time to get this one. And this will remove, I don't want to touch it because it just turned on and this thing heats up super fast, but you can take off the top part to put on some other wand. So if you wanted to do like a clipless wand or anything like that, you could do that. So definitely recommend this bad boy. Okay, so I think that's it for all of the things that I recommend to you guys that I've already used and reviewed and love. So now I'm going to get into my personal wish list that may help you guys, I don't know, pick up some things as well. So the first, I'm looking at my cart that I have open here on my computer. The first thing that I'm really interested in is the Burberry Cashmere Soft Matte Foundation. Now, this was a foundation that I tried out at a bigger Sephora that's kind of farther away from my home, and they just didn't have my color in stock. Otherwise, I would have purchased it right then and there. It was a soft matte foundation that actually was soft and matte. So sometimes foundations that are matte can really look, I don't know, kind of like dry and accentuate some, you know, things on your face that you may not be wanting to accentuate, like enlarged pores or wrinkles or anything like that. But this one really was matte, but it gave like a softening effect. So again, back to that kind of like real life filter. So I definitely want to try that. And then, like I said before, I want to try those 2 Becca blushes if they're not already sold out in Tiger Lily and Snapdragon. They're the Shimmering Skin Perfector blushes. And like I said in my March favorites, I really want to try that Dior spray foundation because I've heard really good things about that. I'm really interested in trying the Tata Harper Regenerating Cleanser or the Glycolic Cleanser from Peter Thomas Roth. I really feel like I need a good glycolic cleanser to kind of like improve the texture on my face. So I'm really into that. And also a few hair products. So I'm a huge avid user of dry shampoo, but I know the brand Beca has come out with a dry conditioner, which I'm really interested in trying. It's great for using on the ends. I had one before by Oscar Blondie, but I really just wasn't that impressed with it. So I'm interested to try that one, the Beca one. The Bumble and Bumble Sea Salt Mousse, I think that would be interesting to try when I just want my hair to air dry, and then do kind of a style like this where it just looks a little bit more, not so like prim and proper curled, but more like wavy curled. And then is that how you say the brand name? I'm not sure. I'll put it down here. Texturizing Spray. I'm kind of interested to try that because I've heard it's pretty comparable to the Oribe Dry Texture Spray, which was okay to me. I prefer the Oribe Beach Spray. It's the Après Beach Spray, but I thought that I would give that one from Sephora a try. So that is all that's in my cart right now. But of course, if you guys have any recommendations, definitely leave them down below. I'm definitely open to your suggestions. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!